What up, fam? We at it again. Was driving the other day, heard a little bit of vibration, and I'm thinking my alignment is off. Real simple way of finding out if it is. Older car, they told me, get a 20-year-old sports car. It'll be fun. It'll be great. Well, it is what it is. Kind of hate that phrase too, but whatever. So you're going to look at your tire and you're going to see that it's straight, right? Straight. Looks straight to you. Looks straight to me. Very straight, very straight. But then you come over to your steering wheel and you get this. See that? It's off. So we're straight, but that isn't. Telltale sign that your alignment is out. I've been wanting to check the control arms. I had put the not the control arms, but the I could do words tie rod ends. I had replaced those about 3 years ago. I bought some economy ones. Shouldn't have done that, but anyways, we're gonna check. I already ordered it, full disclosure, I already ordered it, I checked it, but I want to show you guys what you're going to be looking at for it to tell you, the diagnosis. Why am I rambling? Ew, what's wrong with my mouth? So you can see and tell, oh, my tie rods are blown. Real simple. Let me set this up, take the wheel off, and we'll continue, and I'll show you exactly what you're going to be needing. See you in a bit. Okay, kids, tires off. I'm going to start showing you where these things are. First of all, it's going to be 19. This is going to be your cotter pin. You're going to want to break this loose. Not sure what size it is. It looks like a 19, maybe 20. I'm using I know the hated crescent wrench, but it works. Same crescent wrench I'm going to use for way back here. Let's see, turn this light around. And you can see it. Can we see it? Yeah. Get a little closer. This is your boot, and then back here. This one happens to have this little wire that holds the boot onto the actual tie rod, and this is the tie rod end. So this holds it onto there. Sometimes it'll be a wire, it could be a regular zip tie, or it could be a plastic zip tie. It don't matter. It's just gonna hold it on there. There's a little lip behind it, so it actually grabs onto there. When you take these boots off, have something ready. I happen to be changing the oil, so put it up under there. These cars they're 20 years old. You may have a bad seal in that rack, and when you take that boot off, the fluid will leak in there, and it's pretty tight. It's like airtight, so you won't know it's leaking until you take that off, and it'll pour out. You could be, I'm not gonna say smarter. I did it kind of like this, because if you have to buy the rack, or you could buy a kit to rebuild it. Put on all rebuild is more like put in all the seals. You could go two ways with most stuff when it comes to cars. You can either go cheap, but it's gonna be a lot of work, or you can go pay a little bit, or you can pay some money and it'll be easy work, because it'll all come together. It'll all come together. If you get the rack, it comes with the tie rod end for the most part, or you could buy them separately, like I did, which I wanted to do because I wanted to show you, like, just in case if your steering rack is good. I'm forgetting words. If your steering rack is good, then all you have to do is change the rods, the inner tie rods. The outer tie rods is the one that has a ball joint in here. Yeah, there. Okay, in here. first of all, you want to take off this cotter pin, which actually holds, makes this bolt avoid it from coming out. I usually just grab some needle nose pliers, stick it up in there into the end of it. Is this light hitting it? It's blending it up. All right, I'll stick it in here, and then I'll use the bump stop for the control arm. Get a nice grip on it, and she is out. Yeah, this one's kind of beat. I'm gonna have to get a new one pretty soon. Then it's just putting in the 19, breaking this loose. Don't break it loose too far if you need to take it off. When I replace the rods, you're gonna want to count the turns that it takes for that tie rod to come off, because when you put the new one on, it'll help with the alignment if you keep the thread count the same. So if it takes you, I don't know, 15 turns to get this off, leave that nut where it's at, and then screw on your new one 15 turns. It would be a good idea to get your car aligned. You'll notice maybe a little bit if you get it close or not, but if you don't get it exact, it will eat up your tires, and you'll just be I didn't keep mine. I left them at the tire shop. I didn't even realize, like, oh, it's a little off, it should be okay, until one day I went up under the car and I was like, whoa, the inside of my tire was bald. Wasn't showing threads yet, but it would have. So now I'm doing all of this, and like I recommend, once you do anything with tie rod ends, ball joints, anything up here in the front end, compression arms, control arms, get it, put it back, and then go ahead and take it to the alignment shop. Trust me, it's going to save you a lot of money on tires. Well, I'm gonna get on this. Maybe I'll time lapse it, maybe I won't, not sure. Real quick correction, this one right here, it's not 19, it's actually 21. So yeah, I don't want you to grab the wrong thing. So that's going to be 21, and like I said, the rest is going to be the crescent wrench. But it probably looks around the same size. As far as that end one, I'm going to show it to you. It's pretty big. I'm going to use a crescent wrench on that too, but if you don't have a crescent wrench, you can put a monkey wrench on it. It's sizable. I'm going to say 30 something. It's kind of big. I'll show you the parts in a minute. Well, here go the parts. I'm gonna open that. Sorry. Back to the jitty cam. There's your part number. And this is your inner tie rod. Remember, I was telling you how big that sucker is. Let's pop it out of the package. You know what? I should probably get my headpiece for this. Okay, that's better. Here we go. Pop that out. Tie rod end. And notice it's a big boy. Oh, nice. It brought this plastic piece to cover up the threads. Very nice. Rock Auto never disappoints. Not sponsored, by the way. Here goes your bolt. So even if you mar that one up, fuck you. It doesn't matter because you got a new one here. And luckily, man, Jesus, because this sucker is big. It just fits. So basically, that's what you're going to be cranking on back there. There goes your grease for your rods. Should be real stiff. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. So here we go. I'm gonna use the 21 on this. Full disclosure, guys, I had already loosened this up before because I checked it and I saw what it did, so I decided to make this video for it. I'm gonna, yeah, it's gonna be nice and tight. I mean, the longer this has been in there, the harder it's gonna be. You know, I replaced this like 3 years ago, and it's gonna need some coaxing. You're not gonna be able to push that out, so I suggest you hit it with your purse. This is my purse. Very nice little purse here, and you're just gonna tap that. It pops right out, and adjust it's already loosened out. So we're gonna push it, finish pushing it out. It's all the way now. Well, that's, and honestly, your tie rod should not be doing this. No, that is not bueno. That means that this tie rod here is blown, which means all that grease is probably all out of there, and that ball inside that joint is worn out. That's a telltale sign. That is no good. Like I said, it's pretty shitty. So now I guess, like, we're gonna do that. Here goes that little pin. I hate these little pressure things. Boom. You should be able to slide that. And then we gotta get this one in the back. I'm gonna either, twist it. We're gonna twist that one off, and then this whole thing slides. You're gonna slide it forward, and then you'll be able to get to the back of the tie rod. This little piece right here, and put your crescent wrench on there. Let's get this off. Get this off. Am I doing this the right way? All right, here we go. And I was. By the way, I bought these black mechanic gloves. I've actually washed these and reused them. I haven't broken them yet. Yeah. Why did I do air quotes? Anyways, so there we go, right there. So we're gonna get up under the car. I'm gonna go ahead and put that pan up under there, just in case I have a leak. I don't think I do. Once I'm here, let me go ahead and take this off. And yoink that. Put it back in. I tend to, once I take something off, like a bolt or whatever, I put it back where it goes. That way I'm not looking for this thing. i.e., do that here. Maybe this new tie rod end. Here's a tie rod end. No, that's not a tie rod end. This is the tie rod end. Part number. Hope you guys can see that. Oh, yeah, it comes with its own castle nut. There's the other one. The other one here. So we got that part number for this. Look for it on the box. There it is. Pause it for you. So you can pause it later and check it out. And I got this. The premium XLs. I have the habit of, if I'm going to replace it, might as well upgrade it. You know, you can get into that rabbit hole. Well, since I'm here, and that's a rabbit hole, a big one. Oh, well, since you're here, go ahead and change that. Before you know it, you rebuild the whole damn car. Well, let me shut my mouth and go ahead and continue working. Yeah, when you're doing this GoPro stuff, check your angles. I just realized that I was trying to show you something that was off camera. And what I was trying to show you is, oh, nice and tight. All right. It actually comes with its own castle nut. So I guess if you ruined that one, I'm just wondering, is it the same size? Whoa, son of a bitch. All right, no, it's actually smaller. See, this one's probably 19. Yeah. Yep. Actually, 18. So we add parts. They do this. It's a normal thing. So we're gonna go from here to there. Bam, bam. Gonna get back under there. Gonna get under there. Put my pan up under there. Get rid of that one. Yep. Make sure you guys are seeing this. Get rid of that. Like I said, slide this up. I'm gonna have to keep that. And hopefully you're not leaking. Hopefully. Either way, if it's leaking, then I'll probably, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the rebuild or just get a whole new rack. Probably be easier to just get a whole new rack and then probably get rid of these tie rod ends, the inner tie rods, because the rack comes with it. Well, you know what? I'll probably just switch it because these are beefy. Well, let me get under there and we'll see what it was or what it is. Whatever it was. The present tense. Alright, so I kind of got this a little loose, so I turned it upside down. I'm gonna end up taking this cover off. With a cross, so I can get my freaking mitts in there and be able to pull this back so you can't even see the end, and I won't be able to get to that end of the tie rod, the inner tie rod piece, with this piece of crap in the way. All right. Well, I'm down here. I want to let you know something. If you see this, see that grease and stuff on this tie rod, on this rack, if you see that, don't automatically think, oh, my tie rod is screwed. Yeah, you can buy these brand new and within a couple of months you'll get that. Not a big deal. I am seeing some fluid on the hard line though. Huh, maybe I am leaking. I don't see it anywhere up here. Or that might be oil. I guess I'll clean this up after I do this whole installation and then check it in a couple of months and see if I'm still getting some fluid here. Well, here goes the little tie, and get that off. It'll slide it off. All right, later. Well, you can see the end. The grease is pretty worn out. You don't see any grease there. Bro, it took some coaxing and convincing. I had to did this and with the crescent wrench and give it some love taps with my purse. Sort of like, let me skip him. My own. Yeah. So basically, god dang it, testicle difficulties. So what I did is I put my crescent wrench and grabbed my purse and pop, 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 pop. It took a couple of good whacks to get it off, but it's coming now. Who's ever at the door, you can come in. Well, it's off, and that's what it's looking like. It has this little washer. It's got keys, so just leave it there. You're gonna screw in your tie rod. Try to keep count of the threads when you screw it in. Mine actually, I called it. It was like 15 turns. I guess I remembered from when I did it like 3 years ago. So here we go. That's going to be done. The next thing is going to be, I kept the old boot, and sheesh, that light is crazy. I kept the old boot and put it on this one because, I mean, there's no rips. It's solid. It's a good boot. No need to buy something new if it's good. And I had no leaks, so my rack is good, except for that one hard line. Like I said, I'm gonna wipe it down and check it out. Maybe in a couple months. Make sure I'm not actually having a leak. I am missing some power steering fluid, but we'll still got to do the other side. So that side may be out. You know, car things. It'll be a surprise, but I'm gonna keep on going, and I'm gonna show you the next progress once I have this piece on. Well, kids, it's all done on the driver's side. Here we go. New little piece. The kit came with a brand new cotter pin. Make sure you bend it back like that. And get this light situated. Try a third hand. A cable. So yeah, you want to bend your cotter pin. You don't want that sliding out. I don't really know what the torque specs are for this, but I just did it just enough so it gets past the top of the hat, the top of this bolt, and give it enough room for the cotter pin to come out, and so you can fold it in there. It doesn't have to be super tight up against there. You just want it like around the top of the castle nut, in between those little ridges. You're good. All nice and tight here. Use the same boot. Ended up using a zip tie for this guy. Can you see that? Yeah, you can kind of see it. The zip tie for it right there. And use the same little presser thingy. Whatever this is, I like these, but whatever. It worked just fine. So now on to side number 2. Boy, let me tell you, fam, this other one was a pain in the ass. The outer control arm, which goes here. You can see it. It was jammed in there so bad that, see if you can see it. Focus. I mashed it all up, trying to just hit it with a hammer. Ended up having to get went to O'Reilly's, not sponsored by the way, and use a pickle fork, which basically, let's see how I can do this. Let me put you on my head. So, homeboy goes here, and what you do is, you see that space right here? Well, you stick the end of this here. You can do this with one hand. Like shit. Yeah. I'm gonna edit this. It goes like this, and you basically smack it on this end. You bap it on the end, and it pushes it in and actually forces its way out through that ramp. But it got mad stuck. Look, I even dented up the pickle fork. Marred it pretty good. Oh well. That's what most of these tools are made for. But yeah, sometimes it'll be an easy thing, and it's like they say, every 15-minute job is 4 hours away from no, I'll get this as soon as Well, basically, sometimes it'll be a 15-minute job, and then something like this happens where it gets stuck or stripped, and then you're screwed. And it's like 2 days. Luckily, I knew what to use, and it worked perfectly fine.